So landlords, this morning the government has announced the banning of Section 21. So what does that actually mean for us as landlords and the private rented sector now? The challenge we have, Section 21s is there at the moment as a no-fault notice that we can use if we want to get our tenants out. So what that means is if the tenants just are being a nuisance or annoying in arrears, or if you just need your property back, you can serve a Section 21. Nobody has to tick any boxes in order to use a Section 21. 2 months notice is served and your tenants will then have to leave. If they don't, you go to court to seek possession, etc, etc. The government is on about saying they are now going to ban those. Now, Wales announced it on Friday, England announced it today, Scotland lost the Section 21 in December 2017. So Scotland is the one to look at and review what happened there. Now, if you noticed in the government statement that came out today, it said that the government is going to remove Section 21s, saving cases where they had justifiable cause. Now, I believe that's the get out of jail card, and I believe that means that's a clue, that's a big hint that they are looking and implementing a very similar system to what they put into Scotland in December 2007, which is great news if that is the case. It's not great news what is in Section 21, but it's a great news that they're going to be giving us some additional grounds if that is how it looks. So let's have a look at what happened in Scotland. In Scotland, December 2017, they banned their Section 21, which is called Section 33 up there, but they did give them 3 additional grounds that they could use, which were mandatory grounds, which means if you go to court on those grounds, the judge has to award you possession, a bit like 2 months in arrears. So they announced the additional grounds for possession, which were if you wanted to move back into the property, if you wanted to sell the property, or if you wanted to refurbish the property, then you had the right to serve notice and gain your property back. Now, in my experience, in the last 29 years, when a landlord serves a notice, that's what it's for. So, hey, what's the big fuss about? If that is where we end up, if that is what they're proposing, nobody needs to worry, panic over, we're good to go, we're okay. And I believe that statement that's in there that says saving cases of justifiable cause, then I think we're going to be okay. I think there'll be some additional grounds of possession in there, which will make it fine. It just means that you won't be able to just serve notice for whatever reason. There's going to be a few questions around the student market, how that's dealt with, because obviously they need to term certain their end of their contract. They won't be able to do that, so that's going to be a bit of an issue that needs thrashing out. People that are renting out short term should be fine because they need to move back in, or if their family needs to move back in, would be fine if we adopt the Scottish system. I don't know at this point. We don't know. All we know is they've said fees are going to be banned. Sorry, fees, I'm talking about tenant fees now. All they're saying is Section 21s are going to be banned in England and in Wales, and we can only really look to the Scottish model to see what's happened there. Because if you think about it logically, as landlords, if we have to sell a property, if we get in financial difficulty and have to sell a property, we have to be able to get the property back. If we need to move back into our own home or into our property, or family needs the property, we have to have that right to be able to move back into the property. Unless the property is falling into disrepair, we have to be allowed to get the tenants out to refurbish the property. If you think about it, it's logical. We've got to have it in. So don't panic. Business as normal. Carry on. Let's just see how this develops. But I think we're going down the Scottish route. So don't panic too much. Any questions, speak to the team. Thank you. Bye-bye.